Alrighty then. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead of the Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Wait, no, 1st Edition. I know what game I'm playing. Pathfinder 1st Edition, Reign of Winter. Joining me today are my wonderful Patreons who help keep the lights on, do all the cool, wacky, fun, and amazing things. And we're going to be playing some games with you guys today. So, guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello. Marcus, try saying something. Let's see if we got it working.
I am. With my input volume at 0, it's not going to trigger.
Yeah, that's fine. We all know what you sound like. I mean, honestly, what would you rather? Have the entire table miss out on sound effects, or have you little light up? We're fine. Look, minor. We're reducing the problems until we can get rid of them. But this does mean that my players will be able to hear sound at least, which I am very happy about. So as for today, we are going to be playing a TTRPG in which our heroes are going to be fighting a glorious battle against none other than the Mad Monk Rasputin themselves. Where did Tim go? What happened to Tim?
I don't know.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Yes.
Your video just cut out.
I think it's Zoom. Hang on,
Yeah, we'll figure that out. All the tech gremlins
Black Rider
coming
now.
out for Dag. Okay. Anyway, so for those of you who don't know, we are going to be playing a TTRPG. But before we kick off, we have some sponsors to thank who help us keep the lights on and make us look really, really cool. Starting with Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice. You can see behind me here all the maps, all the dice. They are done through that. Sirenscape for the amazing sound effects that my players and now my audience will be able to both hear. Well, including the sound effects such as the sound of swords swinging in battle. Or the sound of, let's see, an air elemental roaring in the wind. Ooh. Nice. Or, if I want to, I can add creepy soundscapes, such as an abandoned house. Oh no! And spooky things drifting through the spooky hallways, whispering creepy ass shit. All this and more at the touch of a fingertip, because that's the whole thing. So yeah, check out Sirenscape. And then, of course, we have Hero Forge for the wonderful art you see on screen here. All the players, all the characters, everything that you see in terms of the tokens that we make is making an amazing 3D... What the hell language was that, Michael? Let's try again. Was made using an amazing 3D model making software that allows you to create these really cool 3D printable models that you can have shipped to yourself anywhere in the world. So go and check out the amazing folks over at Hero Forge and make yourself your own little cool guy, or girl, or monster, or demon, or anything. You can make anything. So there we go. All right. Now, of course, no game is complete without, of course, knowing our lovely group of players. So let's now turn the ball over to my players to introduce themselves and the characters they will be embarking on this quest with this evening, starting with none other than Kyrie, played by our friend Calindria.
Hello, everybody. I waved in real person world, like you could see me. Kyrie is a ratfolk slayer, follower of Norgorber, the god of murder, and she's slightly better at it now than she used to be, but only slightly. We're working on it. She is also the White Rider, herald of the Baba Yaga, and one of the 2 remaining original people, somehow. I think Dag just really feels bad for me for some reason.
No, I've killed you. No, I've killed you before. Don't you know? It's...
You were technically dead. I had to bring you back.
That's true. Yeah, you had to share your life force with me. How's that working out?
Yes, right. I love not having evasion anymore.
Right.
Hello. I was just making sure they were done. I'm Lucas, Mr. Game and Art. I play Bectrin. He's a dwarf brawler. He doesn't have any fancy titles. He's just a dude out here doing his best. hitting people with sticks and trying to get home, and stop the eternal winter and all that good stuff.
I'm Marcus. I'm playing Henry Allen, human from Earth, just trying to survive a war.
Hi, I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion. I play Makar Viston. He is a Asimar Magus, and he's been asked by some Red Caps to go find the Baba Yaga, and so I'm traveling with these guys. And he's got a little companion named Scratch, who is the Black Rider.
And I'm Tim. Some call me Tim. And I'm playing Cromwell, the Oread monk, hailing from lands afar, set out to seek knowledge and wisdom and practice martial arts, join the Adventurers Guild, and as the first quest, it was to kill some frozen zombie rats in a basement, and as the second quest, it was to save the entire world and galaxy and multiverse. So, yeah, small
Aren't those
stuff.
headless chicken zombies?
It's something like that, yes.
No, they were just
Then-
roast chickens that were in the freezer, and then someone animated them.
Yeah, basically. And has been on that quest ever since, and lost everyone except Kyrie. But, well, I mean, who says they won't succeed other than everyone they meet? But that doesn't stop them trying.
It is true. It is true. And now, of course, we have one last person to thank, and that is, of course, our lovely audience members who join us time and time again on this weird and wacky adventure. There are a number of ways that you guys can influence the game while we play, and if you guys check it out, look at that. The frickin' DAG survival check for this month, just in time for the end of the month. We are a mere $9 or $8.70 away from completing that task. So again, thank you guys for the month, for all the generosity this month. As you guys know, we are a very interactive stream. We love having you guys play along with us and have a bit of fun. So we invite you to come behind the GM screen to have some fun with my players, with a number of different things that you can use to influence the game. But I have a special thing for you guys this day. This is a picnic. Okay. Now this is for me. Okay. I'm gonna eat this. Now, if anyone has ever had a picnic, this is like the single most inconvenient candy anyone could possibly try to eat while trying to attempt to do literally anything else in the world. Tim, you're a fellow Australian. Can you confirm this is a reality?
Yes, it has the chewiest toffee and the softest peanuts that will get stuck in every nook and cranny in your mouth.
And the wafer and wafers and it is an ugly, messy ice cream thing. So
some over.
So what I'm going to attempt to do, because I've been eyeballing this, I'm going to try to do the announcements whilst trying to eat a fun-sized picnic bar. Now, for the sake of everyone's sanity, I'm going to do this in bits. I'm not going to just shove it in my mouth, but I'm going to do it bit by bit. But this is my challenge to try and do this. Why am I doing this challenge? I don't know. Maybe I'm bored. Maybe I'm a glutton. Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment. Oh, that's right. It's also got rice pebbles in it, like like Rice Krispies and stuff. It's got like bits of that. So this is what a picnic looks like. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I already, even just imagining putting this in my mouth while trying to talk is just like reprehensible as an idea. Okay, so here we go. So for the first reward we have is for $5, where you can have either a heroic action a hero point for the players, or a jinx point for me. Red indicates the hero points, which can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or have the players roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used for bad guys to roll with advantage, to complicate things ever so slightly, or to counteract hero points. That is a $5 reward. They're good. For $10, For $10, I will draw from one of two decks that I have in front of me. Fuck. I will have... Jesus fucking Christ. I have 2 decks of cards in front of me. The first deck is a deck of plot twists, where I will draw random plot twists in order to try and implement them into the game, because we are running a module, and a module is a scaffold, and honestly, having a unique series of random story prompts is a really, really good exercise for me as a GM to modify the game and make it more unique. So you guys get to be an influence in that for a $10 draw. Alternatively, I will draw from a deck of heroic actions, which can be used by my players as both hero points as well as actions that are free, that has a little kind of unique power that helps them out. This is a fucking terrible idea. I'm now covered in melted chocolate. Okay, I got what? 20, 50, and then 100. Okay, I got this. Okay, here we go. Okay. For $20, you can donate for the... you can donate for the natural 20. A natural 20 is a critical success, which, honestly, sometimes my players just need. So, $20 for 20. Best idea ever. It is really good. And right now, only Private Allen and myself do not have these natural 20s. So if you are feeling generous, hey, natural 20s. There you go. And then for $50, $50 donation is either a magic item for a player of your choice, or I'm just going to make shit harder like I'm doing right now, okay? That's basically it. Fuck it. And then lastly, we have a $100 secret menu item, which for today is going to be the same reward as it was last week, which is, for the purposes of this, even at the risk of potentially having the audio completely silenced from my video, we will turn the final battle into a dance battle with Rasputin as he tries to dance for the fate of the universe. And yes, I will at least do one playing of the Rah Rah Rasputin song. Even if it's gonna get this episode demonetized, I will do it. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay.
So I think I may have solved the issue.
Yay!
I just have to have my input volume down to 10%, and then my sensitivity I have to also crank all the way down, just so there's no excess volume and I can actually light up.
Nice. Yay! Good job, Marcus. You know what? Just for that, Marcus.
Now let's see if it continues to work.
Just for that, Marcus. When I see you, you will get a crisp high five. Okay.
Yay!
Okay. Now I'm gonna pick peanuts out of my teeth for the rest of the night. Okay. So, also I know I missed it, but people who are subscribed and who are watching, you earn channel points. Channel points also go a long way towards helping my players out. So please do not hesitate to use those channel points for all the cool things. Turquoise popping in to say hello before bed. Hello. And sleep well, you bloody beautiful legend, you. Always a pleasure to see you, and thank you for taking the time to come and just say hi. You know, honestly, I cannot stress enough how much that just those little gestures actually do mean to me. The fact that, you know, coming and saying hi is important enough for you to do it before bed means a lot. So thank you so much, Turquoise, and I do genuinely hope that whatever it is you do during the daytime, I hope that your night is restful and replenishing and revitalizing for you in every way, shape, and form possible. So, okay, we have a donation from Schoolie, because Schoolie is a freaking unit of a legend. A $90 freaking donation. You know, he's like $9 times that by 10, and I'm going to whoop this freaking survival check, slap this shit out of the ballpark with a $90 donation. We have from Schoolie the third plot twist. The third plot twist. Here we go. The first plot twist is erratic behavior. The second plot twist is, oh, geez, that was a close one. A lost loved one.
Whoa.
That is a straight up plot twist in this. You just lose a loved one. Dang. I didn't even realize that was in here. All right.
Don't say that out loud.
And our third one is Nightmare.
Oh shit.
Bam, bam. All right.
No,
so
because the last time I got hit with that, I ended up hating Makar for like a solid 10 episodes. So.
Oh, I feel
With
like
the
we're back.
Nightmare?
I feel like we're back here now again with Nightmare. So there you go. All
You're
right.
about
So
to have
fighting
a
one on
nightmare
Thursday again.
when-
all right. Now we also have 2 natural 20s for Daggerino. So that's 1 natural 20 and 2 natural 20s. Thank you kindly. A hero point for Kyrie Bectrin, which I think tops the both of them up. A boopity, a boopity. We have a nat 20 and a hero point for Private Allen.
Ooh.
All right, there we go. And a hero point for Makar. All right, done.
Yay.
and it's done.
Thank you.
Doesn't something text you should get a horror get? Yeah, you know what? I will give. You know, because Private Allen's the only one who does not have that full third. I will give you that third for solving the tech issue. That was very resourceful. And Cookie Mon, that's fair enough. Fair play, Cookie. You make a good point, sir.
I think that gives you a hero point on your game, Cookie.
No, it doesn't. You don't get a hero point. You don't get a hero point for earning other players' hero points. Get the fuck out of here. You guys already have so much stacked in your favor. You can go to hell. Anyway.
This is true.
We die regularly. What are you talking about?
Yeah, yes, but understand how much is given for you to get to that point.
To die?
Yes. All right, here we go. Without any further ado. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, hold on 1 second. I think I've got a good... Yes! Let me use this. Yeah? Okay, hold on. 1 moment. Let's just hear the music here for this one. I think this is the one I want. Yes. Alright, so. Our journey continues. In the lands of Galarian, portals have begun to open all over the surface of the planet, pouring forth magic from ice and snow in the lands of Irison, as Queen Ilvana, current ruler of Irison, poised to take over the world with her ice magic as Queen of the Winter Witches, prepares for her final push to victory. But unknown to her, the riders whom she thought she had slain have passed on the duty of being heralds to her mother, the Baba Yaga. The White Rider Kyrie, the Black Rider Scratch, and the Red Rider Cromwell have now found the location of the Baba Yaga. The arcane witch was captured by none other than the dreaded Rasputin, a mad monk from a far and distant land who turned out to be the Baba Yaga's son, has captured and taken the Baba Yaga in order to try and usurp her power for himself. Here in a place known as Siberia, at Akusava Monastery, our heroes prepare their final confrontation with Rasputin. But he has many allies, and many of which have supernatural powers. After entering the Black Monastery, our heroes thought that they had rescued the Baba Yaga, but it turns out it was all a ruse. An evil succubus demon, transformed into the Baba Yaga, has instead used their charm and enchantments in order to convince poor Private Allen that he was always a sleeper agent working for Rasputin. And now, with gun cocked, poised over Kyrie, who is buried under many pews in the wooden cathedral, just the 2 simple words, Das Vidanya, come from Private Allen's mouth as he prepares his sidearm to execute Kyrie. A deafening bang is heard. Kyrie and Private Allen, I need both of you to roll me initiative. And I need you to do it manually, if you'd be so kind.
All right. As soon as I find it. There it is. Yeah.
Oh no!
An 11 to a 24.
So close.
Unfortunately, Kyrie, you are not able to resist as Private Allen fires the bolt. You hear the sound of the metal cartridge fly from the canister. And Private Allen deals.
Is it a crit or no?
It is a critical hit.
It should be, yeah. 'Cause I'm on the
Then
ground.
then it's straight up. If it's my sidearm, it's straight up 84 damage.
All right. 84 damage is dealt to both Kyrie
Jeez.
and Cromwell and Scratch. Cookiemon coming in with the $50 donation. Thank you so much, you legend, you. A heroic action for all players.
Whoa!
All right.
Kyrie.
Kyrie, pick a number between 1 to 5.
2.
All right. Ancestral Might. Until the start of your next turn, you get +2 on all ability scores, which I'm actually going to turn into a +4, so you actually get a +2 bonus to all your ability scores. This will last you the entire combat. Bectrin.
3.
1, 2, 3. Spark of Courage. When you have the frightened condition, you and all allies within 60 foot may remove it and replace it with a +2 to your attacks and skill checks until the end of your turn.
Whoa.
So to repeat that, Spark of Courage will end the frightened or shaken conditions and instead give you a +2 bonus in its stead. Private Allen, what do you have?
3.
1, 2, 3. Here we go. Nope. Grazing Blow. After a foe hits you with a strike, reduce a critical hit to a regular hit, and a regular hit will deal minimum damage. All right, Makar.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tumbling Past. After you end your movement adjacent to a creature that is larger than you, you may place yourself in any adjacent square to that creature.
Whoa. Okay.
And Cromwell.
1.
1. Piercing Resistance. For 1 round, the creature of your choice loses all of their resistances.
I like that.
All right, those are your heroic actions, courtesy of the incredible Cookiemon Steve. Thank you, Cookie.
Thank you.
All right. So, with the explosion from the pistol coming through, we now fly into initiative. So we have 24 and 11. Okay. All right. Cromwell, you feel that instinctive, you feel that kind of like sympathetic explosion coming from the gunshot. You feel it sort of penetrating you straight in the head. You're okay, but your head rings the same way the bullet hits. Oh, right, I forgot. Alan, give me a number between 1 to 5 for your critical hit.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Piercing damage. Nope, because you are buried.
My gun also does bludgeoning. It does bludgeoning and piercing.
Okay, hold on. Wait, let me go back to that other one then. Hold on 1 second. Because it was a spell-based one. Oh, there we go. Okay. Target and an adjacent enemy needs to make a reflex, which there is none, so that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, that's not bad. Okay. Leg wound. Target has a 5-foot movement speed penalty until healed.
Ooh.
Write it down because I will forget.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right.
Shot you in the leg.
Cromwell, you're up.
Could we have the map, please?
Of course you may.
What I have, which means you have.
Okay. So, do we see Seraphina? Do we see like that interaction?
Not
and-
quite, no. Seraphina leant in close, very creepily, and whispered something to Private Allen before backing away. You were focused on the 3 vampires that you were fighting in the front lines, and after having defeated them, all you hear is the gunshot before you turn around and see Private Allen standing over Kyrie, having just shot them.
Right.
All right, Cromwell, what do you do?
I mean, this isn't the first time I've been shot in the back by an ally.
No.
So it's slightly annoying. However, he's had plenty of opportunities to shoot us in the back before this one moment. So it could be something else going on. Can I try a sense motive?
You may, absolutely. Let's have a look. Yeah, no. Okay. He is acting very strange, but you cannot ascertain as to why.
Okay. But he just spoke Russian.
He did. Yes, he did.
Very strange. Okay.
All right, what are you doing?
Well, I will use display of charisma, which is a mythic feat to add plus 20 to my -1 on charisma checks.
Okay.
And I shall attempt and intimidate against Private Allen. Well, Private Allen, whatever reservations you may have against us, you've not taken them out before now. You have, looking at a non-existent wristwatch, 6 seconds to state your intentions, or this will be the last action you ever take. And I'll try and intimidate.
All right, make an intimidation check with your plus 20. It's not great. Private Allen, what is your will save?
+9.
So that is 19. Okay, make a will save. Or sense motive, but I mean, I doubt it's going to be better than 9. All right. You are frightened by the very powerful insinuations of Cromwell.
thought I would take that as the mythic feat, as despite having probably the worst charisma in the group, I've done most of the interactions in the campaign.
Fair. All right. Well, after that stern, what's the word?
Talking to?
Telling off.
I don't know.
We then go to Bectrin.
Beckford is not nearly as diplomatic as Cromwell is. So what he's going to do is just teleport forward to Private Allen. Well, I'm sorry, before he does that, he's going to put both Dan Bongs, if I could speak English, in one hand, teleport forward, and just punch him right in the face using knockout. I'm going to attempt to put him down for 1d6 rounds.
Oh, damn. All right. So, Bectrin, you move with the swiftness afforded to you by your Dan Bongs. And give him a good old thwomping.
So it will be a fortitude save for Private Allen.
I think you still need to hit him, though, don't you?
Looks like it's just a fort save.
Oh, okay, cool.
If I announce it ahead of time, it's just a fort save against it.
Oh, but you don't need to deliver it through a smack?
It's not an actual attack.
Yeah, I thought it was like Stunning Fist. So the way Stunning Fist works is you make your attack, and then at the end of the attack, it makes the thing. Because it makes sense if it's a knockout that's how it works.
You still have to hit, yeah.
Yeah, devastating attack. Okay.
Yeah, cool. All right, yeah. So make your attack first. As you swing your wooden danbong into Private Allen, whose mind clearly definitely seems to be under the influence of something, as he has just taken that pot shot at Kyrie. Ooh, a solid hit with a 49.
Ow.
All right. You can deal your damage, and then Private Allen, let's make a fortitude save. With the frightened condition that Cromwell has given you, you have a penalty that should already be applied. Nice. 18 points of damage. Punk. Followed by a 31. What is the...
Yeah, he made it. It's a 27.
A 27? Private Allen could use a hero point to roll with disadvantage. Good morning, Witchy Mama. Good to see you. How are you? Hope you're doing well.
I would say that by doing that, that would fall under the resisting her influence, which is going to permanently lower my charisma. So no.
No, because that's a meta one. So using a hero point is a meta, so you can do that.
Fine.
You don't have to.
I don't have to, but if I fight back, I'm gonna kill at least one person, and I would rather not.
All right, make the reroll, and you are choosing to take the lower. So let's see what we get. A 27.
That still passes.
That's what it is.
That's it, yeah.
It's a
That
27.
is it. Ooh. Anyone else want to vie for any penalties that they may apply? Anyone got a reaction that can boost up Bectrin's strength?
I mean, I can make people re-roll, but...
You can make Private Allen re-roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's 2 key points to give another ally. Is he he's still technically an ally?
No.
So he's totally mind controlled.
No, he just for those of you who are in the audience who have just joined us as well, the group is currently in an internal conflict. Who they thought was the Baba Yaga, someone who they were here to rescue, actually turned out to be none other than a succubus-like demon who has convinced Private Allen, using a modify memory spell, that he is, instead of an American soldier, he is a Russian deep sleeper agent. He has now sided with Rasputin, our hero's enemy, and is now trying to kill the group. So at present, he doesn't see himself as an ally. Also, real quick, Adam has come in with a $10 donation for a heroic action for Cromwell. Cromwell, pick a number between 1 to 5.
5.
All right, number 5 is Battle Cry. As a free action, immediately demoralize all enemies within 30 foot.
I will do that.
All right, make an intimidation check, and you still have your plus 20 from your previous thing. If this succeeds, you actually increase the fear step and make Private Allen panicked, which actually will give him another -2 penalty to his check. And because it's a free and immediate action, this will work.
Okay, well let's just go all out. I'll throw a hero point on that for a +8 before I roll.
All right, you're gonna get a +8 for it. Let's see what happens.
That's a big number.
That's a big ass number. All right, with a 42, Cromwell, you manage to just as Bectrin lands this hit, you see Private Allen's kind of keeping it together. He's holding it, and he looks fast. He looks over at Bectrin, and you just let loose this battle cry. And in that moment, Private Allen's consciousness just leaves him as he falls, knocked out by Bectrin. At this point, Seraphina looks and snarls. Well, shit. The Baba Yaga then twists, and her form shapes into that of a blue-skinned demon with horns and a snake for a tail.
Also,
Yes.
didn't Vectrin, how many rounds am I knocked out for from your thing?
You didn't come through.
It's 1d6.
I'm still not hearing.
1d6, so roll a
Is that
d6.
just me?
1d6.
Yeah.
It's coming
There
through
you go.
your
Can you hear me now?
microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
Aw. Replenishing the heroic action.
Alright, so what's the d6, sorry? Can we roll that to see how long Private Allen is knocked out for?
You roll it, I think, yeah.
Oh, do I roll it or does he roll it?
You roll it.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
Three
three
rounds.
Fun.
Okay. At this point, the Aerodamon appears to each of you as a creature that is the most sexually appealing to you. Whether this is a ratfolk or a dwarf of an opposing gender, the same gender, maybe a different species, whatever it is the most, as a passive ability, her object of desire allows her to simply appear this way. And I'm not even going to say that you can make the check, but she gets a +20 on top of her already insane disguise and bluff check to have you convinced this is what she is. So she, for all appearances' sake, her true form is this incredibly attractive individual you see before you.
I couldn't help thinking about the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with a bow. Guys like 'em sticky and thick. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, Sexy Ghostbusters is done. Now, at this point, she says parlay.
Potentially silly question.
Yeah.
I'm on the ground facing Cromwell and Makar. Is there like an aura outside of visually, or is it just visually that they appear?
Just visually.
Okay.
Well, sorry, and audio, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So it sounds sultry to me,
But
I can't see her.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
She says,
But it's no longer the Baba Yaga.
it's no longer the Baba Yaga, no. They say, I wish to bargain. I was hoping that your friend would simply kill you, and then I would be seen favorably, but if you are going to be as, well, quite clearly capable as you are, then perhaps I might be making a deal with the wrong person. You see, my name is Serafina, and I am currently working with Rasputin to try and siphon the power he seeks. But, that's his dream. My dream's a little more me-orientated.
Well, I mean, it depends what exactly your dreams for this power are. So far, we've heard two very unconvincing arguments for why they should hold the power from first
Are you going to
the
pause
Ice
initiative?
Queen and
Are you going to pause?
second the Baba Yaga's son.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to pause the initiative in order to have a conversation?
If there's no immediate hostile actions going on.
Nope. Unless you guys have them, that she has no intention
I mean,
of.
that's unless Vectron wants to continue beating things.
Yep, that also applies.
Want? Yes.
Hey, that was a calculated move just to put him down and take him out of the equation for a minute.
Yeah, and all I want to do is climb out of here if I ever get the opportunity.
If we are pausing the initiative, then yes, you can right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, not a problem. So, let's see. What do you know about aerodaemons? Aerodaemons are the personifications of death by heartbreak. Occasionally, an aerodaemon will work together with another, but only if in doing so they can crush more mortal souls with heartbreak.
Do we know that she's an aerodaemon?
Yes.
Suspect.
I mean, yeah, you guys with your knowledge checks, you can suspect, because you've dealt with daemons before. She says, well, quite simply, what I want is I want to be the one to kill Rasputin. I will land the killing blow. I've spent months by his side as his lover, his picturesque desire. I've been working on him for a long time, waiting for him to ripen. And now that he is so close to having everything he wants, I think the time for harvest is now. You bring him down, weaken him to the point of near death, and allow me to land the killing blow, and you have nothing to fear from me.
You didn't exactly answer the question.
That's what I want.
No, what do you want with his power? What do
Oh,
you
I
intend to
don't.
do
I don't
with
want
it?
his power. I don't care about his power.
Oh.
I want his. I want his soul.
Oh. So that's it?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
That seems too convenient.
Mm,
But we are here to
well,
stop him.
maybe there's something I can do to convince you that my intentions are what I say them to be. And she kind of like pulls back her marshmallow scarf and just pushes her two pillowy marshmallows together. I can just hear Lucas laughing in the background. Oh, that's great. Look, this is the object of their desires. If my player tells me that their desire is the Stay Puft Marshmallow person, then so be it. Anyway.
Well, that is a lot of marshmallow. But I would rather be convinced with your words.
All right. Very well. I will break the enchantment on your friend as a sign of good faith.
I think Picture just did that.
I'm sure Bectrum broke something.
Wait, what did I do? Oh, I broke.
No, she said she'd break the enchantment. I said I think Vector just did that because she knocked him the fuck out.
Oh yeah, no, he's still very enchanted.
Yeah.
sign of good faith is a good starting point.
All right. She walks over to Private Allen, who by this stage will start waking up. As you awaken, Private Allen, will you describe the perfect, most attractive person to Private Allen?
Marshmallow Man's already taken.
Yeah, you can't use Marshmallow Man.
Well, okay, so Henry hasn't really had time for women in general, or anybody for that matter, but I genuinely think that the most attractive person to him would be an elven woman.
A what?
Elven?
Yes.
Okay. You see what is effectively a version of a cosplayer. Because remembering Private Allen's from Earth and hasn't really seen much in the way of actual elves, just the ones from, like, movies, maybe.
Yeah, and really old books.
Yeah. Well, no, because, I mean, elves were really a Lord of the Rings thing. So, I mean, yeah, you got kind of like a Lord of the Rings elf sort of vibe. Anyway, she looks at you, and she lifts up your chin. And as she gazes upon you, she pulls you in close and plants a kiss upon you. You feel something pulling from your eyes. And as she then releases you from the kiss, you are no longer enchanted by her curse that forces you to do her bidding. And if you fail to do so, have that charisma drain. She has taken the curse away.
Woo.
All right. She then looks at you and winks. And she says, "There, like I promised, the curse is broken. But of course," and she looks over at Private Allen, still not quite having let go of his chin, "you are always welcome for another sample."
What happened? Why does my everything hurt? Why was I just kissed? I'm so confused.
It's probably best you don't relive those memories.
I kissed a girl and I liked it.
Why am I on the floor?
So, we good here?
So you will simply watch the battle.
Mm-hmm.
And we're to trust that you won't simply just step in at an opportune moment if you see things going a different way.
Well, I mean, if they go that far away, I mean, maybe. But no, for the most part, you can trust that I will keep my distance. My prey is decided.
How did you find him?
Your question. I don't know if Dag heard you.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
How did you find him?
How did I find him? We are creatures who are surrounded by death. And we find people who prey in our little areas of expertise. Rasputin has many names, and one of them is a person who enchants and whispers cursed words into the ears of women, causing them to succumb to his wiles and charms before wringing the life straight out of them. That is our domain, not his. And so it seemed only fitting that he fall victim to the same ploys that he used in life.
I don't suppose any of you are following Kyrie around.
Is it Damon following Kyria around? I mean, death by blasphemy. I'll see if I can find one. Maybe. Have I answered your question sufficiently?
You've answered my question sufficiently. Does anyone else have any questions? I mean, we've dealt with stranger creatures, so that's not really an issue. There is the possibility of being backstabbed, but that has been a constant issue as well. We are here to stop Rasputin. Well, so far, the only question I have is, this seems to be a really good deal for you.
Mm-hmm. I get to live and get my prey.
And so what assistance can you provide us?
Well, I freed your friend who I was still charming, and that is a permanent curse. I mean, we could always do battle, but then you have to deal with the state that you were in after fighting me when you go to fight Rasputin, who is just over there. You see this big orb of like lightning just... And something tells me you don't necessarily have all the resources you would like to have had going into that fight already.
So you're saying that were we not here, you would rather just fight Rasputin yourself?
No, I was just biding my time until the point where Rasputin, is just ready and weakened just enough for me to be able to take what I need.
Right, but you do realize he's about to siphon off unfathomable amounts of power.
Great power also usually results in violent death, in our experience. Remember, I am not quite a mortal creature like you are. I am an outsider from the plains of Abaddon.
You're saying even if you waited, even though his life may be extended beyond mortal reason, you would wait as long as it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kyrie?
I honestly would like to know what happens if some of us, cough cough, Cromwell and Bectrin, and probably Private Allen, I haven't seen him enough in battle, go a little overzealous and we kill him instead.
I will be very angry, but I do not honestly think that I would have the capacity to take you all on. Unless some of you had died and then you'd still killed him, then, maybe. I mean, look, I'm being honest.
I mean, I see no reason not to.
Okay.
I'm annoyed that I just got fucking shot, but, hey.
I mean, to be
Wait,
fair, you
who
got shot.
you?
You got shot in the temple and you walked it off.
Who shot you?
The sheriff.
It's some guy you wouldn't know.
What a dick.
Right?
Just going around shooting people.
No, I
know we're
imagine
in a
he's
war
up by.
zone,
He got
but
kissed,
damn.
so he's up by now.
No, you.
Oh, me? No, I climbed out. I'm
Okay.
standing.
Does she make squishy marshmallow sounds at Cromwell?
Well, if there's no other objections, then I believe we have an agreement.
Sounds like it.
Although we don't really have any way of making it official, but
All right.
Go kiss the marshmallow, Cromwell.
I mean, you can seal the deal with a kiss, but I wouldn't recommend it. All right.
Oh yeah, because that's what we need is Cromwell possessed and just flurry of blows all of us, and there's just 4 red pastes on the ground.
All you gotta do is put me in front. If he hits me, he hits himself.
that's right.
It's true. It's true.
Just hold Kyrie as a shield.
All right. Taking a moment, you prepare yourself for the final battle. Scratch restores your hit points to full. But all spells and all resources have been spent. Now, Scratch is not here, because Scratch was kidnapped by something, if you recall. But wherever he is, he has channeled his divinity through Cromwell and Kyrie, which has extended to you all as well.
Is there a way for me to be able to fix my gun real quick?
No.
Okay, so I am stuck with my sidearm then.
No,
because
you have a broken firearm, which means you have a -2 penalty on your attack, which is perfectly functional.
See, broken
Unless,
sounds so much worse.
Unless someone has to mend them.
broken sounds like unusable.
It's not.
I
Broken
would
is just
say
a
that's
condition
damaged.
in Pathfinder.
Yeah, no.
Well, yeah, I get that. I'm just saying that it's like how I
Well,
just said.
there's
it
2
sounds
levels
worse.
of broken. There's broken, where it's just something is like snapped off, or there's a crack in the stock, and then there's destroyed, where it's a pile of rubble that can't fire.
Correct.
I'm just adding the -2 to
But
my rifle real quick.
one of the spellcasters might have mending, is it? Or
Yeah, mending takes
something
10
like
minutes if you want to cast it. But actually, I
Does
don't
that
think it works.
remove-
I don't think it works on complicated things, and I'd say a gun it definitely is. So.
Can't remember.
Speed penalty as well, the heal.
Oh yes, the speed penalty will heal.
Thank you.
All right. Well, without any further ado, you prepare to enter the orb of lightning. As you step forward, the power surges in a greater way than you have ever experienced before. As you step onto the circle, the coils of insulated wires snake forth from mechanical cylinders on either side of this chamber in the room. Standing in the apse beyond and terminating with rows of strange materials arranged like technological standing stones, you've seen similar things in ancient ruins back home, but never made out of metal, wire, and buzzing lights the way that this is. Between the copper-plated floor pulsing with engraved runes, you see what looks to be writhing and twisted energy, which moves in an almost agonizing way, as if the power itself were a living creature being slain. The shadows begin to move, and you see lightning crashing everywhere. Let's see. One moment.
Just gonna clap Cromwell on the shoulder and be like, "You got this, right?"
Sure. What's not to have?
So whatever your reaction was, my entire computer just like froze there. I think my internet went out for a second, so I didn't hear what you said.
I said, sure. What's not to have?
I like it.
As Rasputin hovers in the air, he says, "You have come once more to try and face off against me, heeding my words for naught. A most foolish ploy. Already I can feel my mother's power surging through me. The world, nay, the multitude of planes of existence now channel themselves through my very body. I am no longer meat and blood and sinew, but raw, unending, unyielding power."
So if we destroy these things that are feeding him,
Yeah, I was going to say, while he's saying that, can I throw a rock at one of these things, try and break it, and see what happens?
Yeah, let's go to initiative. I will say, presume that throwing a rock is not going to destroy one of these things. All right.
But they look pretty fragile.
So the first thing that happens is the shadows begin to move on you.
I'll just look left and right and sort of go, so this looks like a kind of smash everything scenario, right, guys?
Smash away, big guy.
All right. The first of the shadow demons move forward. As it does so, it reaches Bectrin. And attempts to slash at him with claws. Bectrin, you are slashed for 7 damage. The second does the same, moving towards Makar. But misses. The third floats over and attempts to hit Cromwell. And the last moves over to Kyrie.
we all know this is gonna hit.
And we'll
Oh
miss.
shit.
Alright. As the shadow demons now block your way forward, we now return to our American hero, Henry.
Okay. Henry's going to move up here because with the ability I have, I can move and use, or when I use a full round action, I can also move. I'm going to use my targeting deed on Rasputin, which lets me choose a body part, and if I hit, an effect happens. I'm going to choose his
Balls.
head.
You want to say balls, don't you?
No. The only choices are arms, head, legs, torso, and wings. I'm going to choose his head. So
Okay.
if I hit, he'll take damage normally and is also confused for 1 round as a mind affecting effect. I'm going to assume that he will be immune to that.
Okay, sure.
Well, to the mind affecting effect part, but this is also just I'm assuming, but I don't actually know. I'm still gonna try it anyway. And I'm just gonna use my natural 20 for it.
Alright. I need you to make a concealment mischance. Roll a percentage for me.
For why?
Because of reasons that you are unaware of.
He's got a giant electricity field around him.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
So
Percentage.
the double zeros on the dice, they're the ones you roll. That's the one. 70. All right, that is going to land a critical hit. Roll your damage onto Rasputin.
There you go. Dropped it on him.
All right, he takes 84 points of damage. And you watch as he takes no damage.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And one of the shadows disappears.
Like,
So the head,
reminds
so
me
you
of
shot him in the
Avengers or
head
something.
as it sort of pushed his head out. You watch as then shadow magic pulls it back together and he is unharmed. However, the shadow at the bottom that was fighting Kyrie, his head explodes outwards.
Interesting. Okay. Keep doing that.
So Mythic Powers lets us, when we expend one, we can basically get another attack at our full bonus, right? That's one of the...
You can take an extra action. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. I will do that then,
Okay.
and try it again. This time actually rolling, but I'll do the percentage first. Oh, that's straight up 50.
All right, that is a miss.
Hero
As-
point.
You cannot hero point your percentages, unfortunately.
Oh.
It is not a nat 20. As the bullet flies into the lightning storm, you watch as the bullet seems to vanish in midair.
This magic shit's cheating.
Says the guy who literally just uses a bunch of it.
Henry doesn't know he's using magic.
Oh, that's fair.
He
All
he just knows that he feels super powered up ever since meeting him. He doesn't know it's actually magic.
And yet he can blame magic? Weird.
Yes.
All right, Cromwell. Definitely very American. I don't understand
Exactly.
this thing and I will
I-
use it against you, but damn it if you use the same thing against me. How dare I come into
Exactly.
your home and your country and you defend yourself against me, you scummy piece of shit.
I would be offended
Exactly.
if it wasn't accurate.
Cromwell, you're up.
All right. Let's see if we can just take these shadows out. Maybe we need to hit him to do something to them. Don't know. But let's see what happens when we give these things a good old punch.
Oh. Never mind.
Oh,
Excuse me.
All right, you punch one of the shadows.
does anything happen to it?
It does get hit. However, some of your fist does pass through it. It's just the nature of the shadow demons. They're not quite all there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like ethereal things.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well, let's just keep pummeling this thing then and try to get rid of it.
Oh, critical threat to a critical hit.
I like that. I just drag the damage. That should, yeah, that does the crit.
Okay. Although I think it is immune to crits, maybe, because 16 is definitely not half of 71.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it might be immune to crits. That makes sense because it wouldn't have any any
But then
vital
it shouldn't
organs.
have rolled the crit.
Huh?
It shouldn't have done the crit.
That's
It's
fine.
immune to them.
All right. That's your second hit. I'm sure you've got a million more attacks.
Yep.
Do it. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Fucking Jesus.
It didn't dead. It said
Stop,
dying.
stop. He's already dead.
It's like, it says dying. Okay, yeah. All right. After a series of flurrying attacks, the dragon gauntlet building hole after hole inside of this shadowy form. As each hole starts to spread the shadow stuff deeper, it suddenly is unable to have enough material to pull itself back together and dissipates. All right. Makar, you're up next.
I'm just going to take a step there, 5 foot.
Take a step to the left. A step to the right. Now it's Makar's turn. How's he gonna ruin the fight?
That's mean.
It is, but also
Fireball centered on himself.
that's actually not a bad idea. And then what?
I think you muted yourself.
Oh, he did like a while ago.
Damn it.
He just said the most brilliant strategy he's ever said in a combat, but now he can't remember it.
Are Cromwell and Vectron technically still within melee reach of me?
Cromwell is not. Makar is.
Or Vectron.
Spectrum is.
Dang it. Okay. I guess if I want to defensively cast this and use my bow, because I got the pixie that can let me use touch spells at range. So I want to, if I can defensively cast enlarge person and use a hero point to target a second person,
Sure.
and then
I'm happy for that.
shoot
Why
Cromwell
don't
and
you just
Vector to
5
do
foot
that,
step back?
because then I won't be in range of. Well, I guess. I thought 5 foot stepping was still an action or something.
No, it's a free action. So 5 foot step back, then you
5 foot step
don't need to
back.
cast defensively. You just fire. You use a hero point so that you can apply enlarge person on 2 creatures. You fire and you hit Cromwell and
Vectron.
Vectron?
Yeah. So they are now large size. They both get creature size category to the larger one, so they're both large. They get a +2 size bonus to strength, -2 to dex, a -1 penalty to attack rolls on AC due to the increased size. They also have an unnatural reach of 10 feet. Because they become large. Does not change their speed.
All right. Anything else?
How high is the room?
It's 40 foot high. You're good.
Okay, they're fine. Yeah, so it just increases their strength, decreases their dex by 2, for strength up by 2, dex down by 2, and they get a -1 on attack rolls against AC.
All right. Done and done. As
And they have a 10-foot reach.
Vectron,
so,
Cromwell, do you react at all as you are enlarged in size?
I'll just crack my knuckles.
Like, all right.
Tilt his head to the left, to the right, crack his
All
neck.
yours,
to the left,
guys.
crack his neck. Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
That'll be my turn, and I think on my next turn, I'm just gonna try and study what's happening to Rasputin.
All right, Kyrie, it is your turn.
I'm going to study all 3 that are still remaining.
Sure, not a problem.
Is the plan to still try to knock out one of these pylons since you guys are kicking their asses and I'm clearly not needed here?
I think it's probably worth trying to blow these things up.
Alright, so I'm going to move through Cromwell, and I'm going to stop right here.
Make
and
a
I'm gonna
reflex
throw it.
save.
Did you heal from the 5-foot step thing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm stopping short because I didn't want to walk into the electricity, but I'm guessing I did. Apparently I did anyways.
You did.
You
I was
did.
saying, if that's the case, I'm going to... hold on one second. Reflex, you said?
Mm-hmm.
You done gone and duped it.
You got it. Yeah.
Hey.
All right, do you have evasion?
Yes, I do.
All right, you take no damage. Lightning bolts actually aren't just inside the circle, but when you get close, literally adjacent to it, like you were, it lashes out.
Gotcha. All right,
Alright,
I'm going to
and-
try to stab it. I don't know
Okay,
how to.
so at this point you are entering, so I need another reflex save.
Okay.
Okay, that one is gonna hit you.
Got hero points? Oh god.
All right, for 33 electric damage.
How do I stab this thing?
You just simply do. Roll your damage. What are you stabbing it with?
War dagger.
Are you sure?
No. I would say all I have is metallic things. I don't have anything that's not going to electrocute me right back.
It's not just that. There's another element to it aside from the material it's made of.
You want generally something smashy, like bludgeoning.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. All I have are stabby stabs.
Oh, all you have is the stabby stab. Okay.
Well, just you could use as an improvised weapon, use the hilt instead of the point.
Oh, I'm allowed to do that? Yeah, if I can turn it over and...
Yep, that would count as a -4 penalty. Actually, no. I'd say not. I'd say you wouldn't even get through the hardness on your minimum damage with that.
Hang on.
I mean, you might as well hit it, see how hard it is anyway. Find out
True.
what the
Yeah, that's
hardness is.
How are they... sorry, I need to see that picture again. I have it. Okay, so... how thick is that like, base that's just above the pillar?
Can you ping it?
It's in the
Space-
picture you sent. If you could bring that up on yours so I can see it. I can tell you what I'm talking about.
What
No. The with Rasputin, the picture you sent us
Oh.
that says concluding. So like under that oval of electricity, but above what looks like the stone that it's sitting on, how thick are those? The actual electricity piece.
You
Up
mean
and to your
these
left?
things?
No. To the left of a little further right. Down. Nope, you're right. Down. Up. Just above. Yes, right there.
Yes,
How thick is
there.
that?
That?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
from the looks of it, about that thick. So about maybe, what, like...
Can I attempt to take out my grappling hook and wrap it around it and try to pull it taut? And I'm gonna start. I'm gonna
Are
use my
you
next
sure?
turn.
We don't want to make an engineering check.
All right.
If you have it.
I don't think I have that.
Okay, in which case,
I will
there is
check.
not a problem. You grab out your rope and your grappling hook the moment you touch it. Make a reflex save.
All right. Oh my god. I'll find it. There it is.
All right. There is a primal, almost animalistic moment where, you know what? No, let's do this. I like this. This is gonna let's take this visual. Let's take this visual elsewhere.
What were the plot twists?
Because I'm not putting the
plot
hook
twist is
on,
nightmare.
on it. I'm hooking it to the rope.
No, I know.
Okay, cool.
I'm aware.
See,
okay.
It should...
You say it should, but Kyrie has no engineering knowledge, no understanding of what this is, or even if it functions as electricity. So, there is a visual here, Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
As you go to wrap the hook around the edge of it,
Mm-hmm.
you pull it to pull it taut. Suddenly, there is a flash of light. you are no longer Kyrie. You are a field mouse. A tiny field mouse. In the middle of a rain. Each droplet is about the size of like a baseball coming down all around you as you hop between flowers and grass and reeds and the like. You climb up a large stump that's been fallen over, covered in worms and grubs and the like. Every now and then a flicker and a flash of light in the darkness as the storm from above builds. You eventually find your way to the middle of a large clearing. You find what looks to be maybe some seeds or some nuts, and you pick them up and you start to chew on them. And you look up at the sky and you see something. You see lightning running like trickling waves towards each other in the cloud line above you. Your hair begins to stand up on end. You feel your feet suddenly leaving the ground, almost as if the Earth's gravity was suddenly switched off, but for a fleeting moment. And then suddenly, all that power, that raw natural energy from the sky and the heavens itself comes directly towards you, crashing down. In that moment, the experience, the feeling, is almost divine in nature. Something truly without fathom. This is our Nightmare card plot twist.
Oh.
And in that
Second time I got hit with Nightmare.
And in that moment, Kyrie, you let go of the rope. Just in time to watch the grappling hook almost instantly snake off in this almost pinkish, purple, reddish light as it atomizes the metal and the rope in its entire length. Anything in contact with the rope also vaporizes.
You just got saved by Grax. It was a vision from beyond the...
That's true. That's true.
Whoa.
As yes, the rope was annihilated.
Alright, let me remove it. And then, so I moved, I tried to do that. So I'm basically just gonna use my next thing and go, don't touch it! And that'll do it.
The don't touch is a good advice. Rasputin. The first thing he does... let's see. Man, he has got some spells on him. So, first of all, I think Stormbolt is already active. Okay, Kyrie. You will simply take damage. But you are... Nope, you are also stunned.
Ooh.
You'll be stunned for 1 round, and you'll take full damage. Unless you wish to use a hero point.
What is this against?
It is a massive storm of lightning that is striking you bombardment.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, is it... Because you rolled a 3 and I still failed. Is it possible for me to succeed?
That is not information Kyrie or you as a player will have. I mean, you could read it. It's just there. But technically speaking, I'm not supposed to be telling you what the DCs are. If it's, like, so beyond your scope, I will just not ask you to roll. So it's something you can roll better in.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not one of those DMs
yeah.
who's like, oh, you rolled a natural 20? Guess you still fail.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate that. That annoys me. I know
yeah,
I kind of
sure.
did it with the deception check with Cromwell earlier on, but that's only because I didn't know what her bluff check was before I asked Cromwell to roll. So, you know. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, yeah.
Hero point? Yes or no? Yes?
Oh, I see fortitude. I see the word fortitude right there. Oh my god, yes. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you rolled a 3 against me, not I rolled a... God damn it.
Ooh.
Not I rolled a 3.
Well, well, that happened.
20.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Was this a spell on her?
No.
As
This
in,
is
was
just
she rolling a save?
this is just being inside of the circle.
Right, but she was rolling a saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, I will... I mean, we've no idea what the target number is, but I will use 2 key points and call out, Duck! Give her a reroll.
Oh, okay.
My god.
It went from a critical failure to a regular.
What the fuck are these rolls, though?
These are terrible rolls, but yes, still a failure, sadly. But that is also super bad because you are stunned, which means you're not going to be able to dodge the next lightning bolt either. Well, I mean, sorry, you're gonna make the fortitude save, but you're gonna be stuck here unless someone takes you out.
Yeah.
All right.
If only we had a grappling hook and some rope.
Who has those things, though?
Now, to be clear, he has not taken an action. That's just the passive of you being in here.
Mm-hmm. I forgot to heal after my turn.
This music
I mean-
is a little upbeat for what we're fighting.
You have a point.
He's just doing the samba in there.
Oh, here we go. One moment. Here we go. Bum, bum,
Whoa.
bum. Better?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So. Who do I wish to kill? Henry. You have some audacity.
I do.
Let's see, is this a... Is it a save or is it a check? No. Where are my attack actions? No attack actions? Sorry, let me lower that. Yeah, just a ton of no attack actions. Alright, fine, whatever. Okay. Let's make you make a save then. Alright, Henry, if that is your real name.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Alright, hero point it is. I swear, my luck in this game. Okay.
I will use mythic power for a surge. to add the D8.
Don't you have to do that before?
Nope.
Oh.
D8 says you can do it after the result is revealed.
A 2
Oh, okay.
is not enough.
Of course.
Henry Allen.
All right.
No. Oh no!
What the fuck?
He casts destruction
He
on
did.
you.
You didn't have to roll because you didn't roll.
You did hit him with an ability that didn't need to roll for your damage, so he returned the favor.
Oh my god.
100.
Well, luckily,
Hmm?
luckily because we have hard to kill, I automatically stabilize without needing a con check.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second.
And I, because of hard to kill, the mythic feature that we all have, whenever you're below 0, you automatically stabilize without needing to attempt a Constitution check. If you have an ability that allows you to act while below 0, you still lose hit points. Bleed damage still does its thing. In addition, you don't die until your total number of negative hit points is equal or greater than double your Constitution score.
This spell doesn't give a shit about that. If you get slain by a destruction spell, the actual effect of the spell says that your body is immediately destroyed. And the only way to resurrect is with a wish or a miracle eye.
Whoa.
Oh.
I knew it wouldn't kill you,
Oh
though.
damn.
Because you hadn't taken any damage.
I want a hero point to stay at 1 then.
So if we just say we wish he wasn't dead, that would be enough.
Sure, why not? All right. So basically, you watch as Rasputin, who's still like crackling with Oh, sorry, my apologies. I'll leave it up so you can keep reading. There you go.
Agathan.
Agathan. All right. So yeah, I should probably move it somewhere that you can actually read the text. There, jeez. Okay. Anyway, so Rasputin, lightning glowing from his eyes, lightning bursting from his hands, just simply gestures towards Private Allen, and you just watch as there's just this huge explosion. There is literally the shadow of black charcoal on the wall behind where Private Allen is, with a perfect silhouette of him from the damage he just took against the back wall.
Yeah, now would be a bad time, by the way, Neil, to mention that Dag didn't take my hero point from earlier. I used all 3 of my hero points already.
Did you?
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I re-rolled twice, and then I re-rolled that last attack.
Oh, I did forget the attack. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I'm dead.
You're not dead. You're unconscious. Because if you are slain...
You're on -3.
Yeah, you're a -3.
Oh.
Which, yeah, if you are slain by this spell, you are instantly killed. Like, yada, yada, yada.
Oh my
But
God.
you're still good. Because thankfully I can do maths. So, yeah. Alright. That is what he does with his action. Bectrin, you bear witness to this.
Is it too late to rethink my life choices and just walk away?
Nah, never too late
Too late for that. No, I'm gonna go ahead and pummel this shadow thing in front of me because why not? Or at least attempt to.
Okay, let's make the pummel.
That's one you.
Ooh. Ooh. 2 crits.
Alright, nice. Your danbongs go into a flurry as they start to swing. Now, because you've enlarged yourself, each of these danbongs, instead of being the size of like a hand bat, is actually more the size of a baseball bat, as both of them just start to clobber this individual.
Sweet.
Do the crit effect ones take effect first?
Yep.
Or... Because they'll...
Do I
Well,
just
they
roll
take
each of
effect.
the
They take
damages
effect in
one
their
at a time?
order.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, hang on. We've got Nork has redeemed a divine intervention. Did you even have a miss?
No.
Could be a bit
no.
retroactive.
I think they might be.
It might be for you, yeah.
Oh, it might be for Alan. We'll see. We'll see.
It's a little late though.
I
Well-
mean,
We'll find out. We'll find out. All right. In the meantime, Bectrin, continue your damage, and Nork, if you can tell us who you wish to give that reroll to, let me know. Inside bonus from OG. Inside bonus. Rasputin is a tough cookie. Right now, the group is on the right path, I think. Killing the shadows is the only way to really start doing damage to Rasputin. If they had gone straight for him, they'd all be under the effect of the lightning bolt. By killing the shadows first, they can at the very least start mitigating some of that. Alright, the Shadow Demon is taking hit after hit, blow after blow. Give it to Bectrin. Alright, Bectrin, you have a Divine Intervention.
All right.
I think you missed
I don't know what to
anything.
do with that at this point.
You can hang on to it if you would like. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
sure.
might
I'll
wanna
just
reroll
hold
on
on to
save.
it.
it says, yeah, it says you can do
Yeah.
the next one.
Did you add the +2 strength to your sheet, by the way?
Yeah, it's on there.
Got it.
Alright, so is that your attacks done?
Yeah, that's it for them.
Alright, the Shadow Demon is not doing great.
Also, I think instead of that D10, you should be rolling 2d6, Vectrin.
It's 2d6 for my unarmed strike. It's 1d10 for the Dan Bongs.
No, because you're large.
So the Danbong damage actually goes up.
Oh, I don't know if this will work, but let's try it. Okay. Dear RNGesus, I've been a good boy.
Ooh.
I don't try to kill my players, but you've been really kind to me and really mean to them. I don't have a logical reason as to why these creatures wouldn't do this in this current moment. But this could potentially spell the end for my players. Please be kind to them, be good to their rolls. And I say this prayer because if either of these checks fail, they are royally fucked.
I think RNGesus just healed Private Allen.
Very well. Thank you, RNGesus, aka Cass. Now, Cromwell and Bectrin, please make me a will save.
Oh,
What's
Oh,
the
God.
effect?
Magic jar.
I mean,
What?
They're going to
the,
pull the
um,
souls out of your body.
Is it enchantment?
Oh.
Is it an enchantment? No. Wait, hold on, let me double check. It didn't say it over here, but that doesn't give me the full description of the spell. It's a
Because I
supernatural
get
ability.
+2 instead.
Alright, one moment. Magic jar. Here we go. It is not. It is necromancy.
Okay.
Okay, Cromwell, you are fine and dandy. Bectrin, however.
My hero pointed.
You sure? You sure you don't? You sure you want to hear a point? Okay, you can hear a
Yes,
point, I guess,
yes.
if you must.
All it does is remove your soul. It's, it's nothing
Yeah.
too...
Yeah, your soul can still beat them.
Oh
up.
my god!
Oh my god.
I called it.
Your soul
It's
can
cool.
still
Just take
beat
my
them
soul.
up.
What do I need it for anyway?
Okay, so here's what happens. Bectrin, your soul is pulled out. Your eyes dim, and you look down only to realize that your hands are no longer hands, but claws. Your mouth still works opening and shutting, but is misty and incorporeal. And standing in front of you is you. Big ol' Bectrin.
Wait,
Massive.
Vector still has the divine intervention roll.
Oh, you do?
That's true, I do.
All right, you may roll it if you'd like. Divine intervention.
Yay.
Yay!
Good call on the divine intervention, Nork. Oh, what a
Yay!
call! All right. As your soul leaves your body, however, you go, no, fuck that, and then you jump back in. Give me my body back, you motherfucker! And you go, and you crawl
He's
into
like,
his,
nah.
you crawl into his mouth, and you see that Vectron just starts to thrash, and then eventually, like, his head hangs, and he looks up, and he just goes, and he spits out the Shadow Demon again.
That's amazing. And I would just like to take a moment to say thank you, North. You just saved me.
If I've ever
Big time.
seen one.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
So
and they
apparently,
can only do that once, by the way, so that you don't have to worry about it again.
apparently, if they
Shadow
fail,
Bot.
their soul is left inside the jar.
Correct. But in this case, they use themselves as the jar
okay.
for the Shadow
They're
Demons.
kind of a weird shadow.
Oh.
Yeah. But nonetheless, they have both failed, which
Damn,
brings
that
us
was crazy.
to Henry.
No
Who?
spells provoked.
Henry,
Oh no.
what religion do you worship?
Henry's an agnostic.
Agnostic?
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking fun.
In war?
All the
Okay, one sec.
all the
No,
religions.
it's not necessarily all the religions.
Yeah.
It's just he doesn't.
It's all and none at the same time.
Yeah, he doesn't. He understands that each religion has, like its place and everything, and like a lot of them overlap, but he himself can't really
He just gets
choose.
bombarded by every god in existence.
So, so by the way,
did
as
did
an
they
ag-
use magic
as an
to
agnostic
provoke
person,
attack from us?
sorry, what was that?
Did they provoke an attack from us? Because we got 10 foot reach now.
No, they don't. They're
Okay.
supernatural abilities. Now, just because I'm an agnostic as well, I do feel obliged to correct just ever so slightly. For those of you in the audience that may be agnostic and would wish for some reasonable reputation in regards to what the religion does entail, an agnostic person is someone who does believe in a higher power, but they do not subscribe to the denominations of the church. An agnostic person will concede that, in fact, despite the nature of the universe being what it is, to presume that random chaos can lead to such very intricate and very precise actions in the universe is a fallacy in and of itself. That there has to be some form of, not necessarily sapient perception, but another dimension in which some form of intelligence is in control. For example, it is impossible for someone existing in a two-dimensional plane to perceive someone in a third dimension. In the same fashion, it is an impossibility for a person in the third dimension, like we are, to perceive that which most people will denote to the words God or whatever. So being agnostic is acknowledging that ignorance and being able to still continue to live this life as good as they can, while at the same time acknowledging that there is something bigger. We just can't fathom it, and we're not allowed to, and that is okay. Personal thing. Okay. Anyway, Alan. You're in a dive bar back in your hometown of something beginning with M. Michigan.
No. Well, Michigan is the state, yes.
Something in them.
knew it.
You got it correct. First guess.
So, in Michigan, there's a small dive bar. You know it as Larry's. You're the only person in the pub. And sure enough, there's a ice cold beer in front of you. The jukebox is playing your favorite song. And you remember the smell of your hometown. But there's no one here. Save for a guy who seems to be in a leather jacket. Who seems to be drinking quite heavily. Before he turns around and he goes, Whoa. Now I've got to say, that is absolutely spectacular. I've never before in my life actually gotten to enjoy anything like this. The way the bubbles tickle your throat, it's divine. He gestures to you and cheers your beer.
Henry will do the same, and he's like, it's...
Whew.
Henry just kind of looks at his, trying to really recall what's happened or happening.
He looks at you and says, "You gonna finish that?"
But yeah, and Henry will just down it pretty fast.
He looks at you and he smiles and he says, "It's good, right?"
Yeah. Who? What? I've got a lot of questions, and I'm not really sure where to start.
Well, how about from the beginning? What music do you like?
I don't really have a favorite.
Oh, well, what genre? What do you like listening to? Come on. There has to be something.
He thinks for a moment, and well, I am a fan of the Ink Spots.
Genre of music.
I don't know the genre back then.
Swing.
Because they don't have rock and rap at that point.
Well, they don't have rap, but they would have rock.
All right, then rock will be his answer, because I don't know the genres of music from the 50s.
All right.
Or
He
not
goes
even
over to the
50s, it's
jukebox.
before that.
And he...
EDM definitely does not exist at that period, and neither does techno.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, no, this is amazing, and you have good taste in music."
Henry just starts kind of like tapping his foot to the beat and everything.
All right, what other questions do you have? Come on, lay it on us. There's so many things. I mean, I've got tons of questions.
Well,
Another beer just magically appears in your hand as you're about to ask a question.
that... Okay, so am I dreaming?
No. Well, yes. No. You're dying.
Thought so. Last thing I remember was getting just blasted by something.
Oh yeah. Annihilation is the worst way to go. You do not recommend that. I mean, but thankfully you weren't, though. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Those people who get annihilated, just gone. You know, straight away. Instant.
Then where is here?
Here is technically a place that you celebrated in life. I think.
I do remember John's birthday party here.
Immediately as you think this, you can see John in the corner, like kind of the same age and the same appearance as his birthday.
Oh.
The guy looks over and behind, says, "John?"
Yeah.
Looks like a
What
pretty
about
cool
the
dude.
other- He was. I'm sorry. This is just
A lot? Yeah, it can be. But take
Very.
your time.
honest.
Honestly, I could stay here for a while. He drinks another beer.
All right, then. Who are you? Are you God?
A god? I mean, you guys don't really have them here. Like, that's one thing I didn't notice. Like, you know, like, so technically speaking, you're not in heaven, you're not in hell. You're in, like, kind of a holding pattern. And I am a god that kind of saw interest in you. One, because you've got this really, really cool, like, waiting room. Two, because you are a bit of a warrior. And three, because you have good taste in music. And that's kind of, you know, like my field. You know, if you were kind of a guy who, I don't know, sailed boats, I guess, you'd have a different guy. If you were a guy who, I don't know, like set fire to things, there's a person for that too. But you're just an all-around cool guy. And so you got the all-around cool god. Eh? Eh? Come on. I mean, look at this. How cool are
You
these
sir make
clothes?
a
This reminds me
very
of
valid
Maui.
point. And he goes, "You sir make a very valid point," and just happily drinks this new beer that appeared in a slightly better mood now.
He says, "Call me Caden." And like I said, nice place. Now, where you died is technically, well, where you're dying is not in your world, right? It's in a place known as the First World, or the 10th Kingdoms if we're really being technical. Yeah? It's a place that's kind of like, okay, you know how a car has four wheels?
Yeah,
And they go forward and they go backwards, right?
right.
Now imagine if instead of rolling forwards or backwards, they suddenly started to go sideways, right? That's kind of like what happened to you. You've gone sideways, so now you're off-road. And that off-road place, that's where you get guys like me. When you die, you come see guys like us, you go through a whole bureaucratic process, and you end up in a heaven of some kind, or hell, depending on how bad you went.
I definitely hope I don't end up in hell. I think I've been a pretty good person most of my life.
Oh yeah, no, look, from what I can tell,
Like when you
that
shot
will.
Kyrie in the head.
Yeah, look, literally not my job to, you know, figure that out,
Carl was
but
also here.
I am here. I'm here to give you. I am here to give you something, though. You see, the guys that you're traveling with, they're pretty cool, you know, and they're trying to do a big thing here, and they don't really have much in the way of help. They've lost quite a bit, and well, we're trying to give a little bit back to them. So, I'm bringing you here so you can finish your beer, and then I'm gonna send you back. And you've got to take this message to them, but you can't tell them where it came from. Yeah?
Got it.
Got it. Now, this Rasputin guy.
He's a rascal.
He's a sharp one.
Bastard.
Now,
He's got a.
you remember when you fought him? There were these shadowy things, right?
Right. Yeah. When I shot him, one of them immediately exploded.
Now, do you remember what happened to Rasputin after it exploded?
He started crackling, I think.
He did, and then he regrew his head.
Yeah. That was pretty disturbing.
legends and lore play a funny world in your place. In certain areas, our world and yours kind of overlap. Magic can kind of seep through from time to time, though not often. Now, Rasputin managed to get his hands on something that he shouldn't have. It's a belt that he wears around his waist. And it belonged to a hero from your world, a Greek hero, who earned himself a position among your gods. You following me so far?
I'm a little familiar with the Greek stuff.
All right. Well, one of these gods performed a series of tasks, and each task earned him a stay of execution. He performed 12 tasks.
Yeah, no, I remember that story. He, one of them was a lion, right? That was like really impossible to kill.
Right. Each task that was completed gave godhood to this individual. Eventually, he went and became a god and left behind certain things. The belt contains some of that divinity, and Rasputin is using it in order to keep himself alive. He has 12, but the belt has been used, and each of those shadowy creatures represent one of those essences, one of those lives vanishing. You with me so far? No.
Yes.
Yeah, now you guys can keep trying to kill each of these shadowy creatures every time they show up. Or
destroy the belt.
See, I knew I liked you. Cool. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Henry tries to match his drinking pace, but cannot.
He says, all right, I gotta get out of here. But, the pleasure meeting you, Henry. Remember what we talked about? And as far as where you got this information, mum's the word, yeah?
Yeah. You got my word.
Go. One last thing. Pull my finger.
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on.
Fine. And he does so.
As you do so, there's a click sound, then a bang, and instead of a juicy fart, all you hear is the sounds of gunshots back in the war room. The sound of battle as you return back and awaken, lying face down in the cathedral amidst the combat that ensues around you. But that, and what happens next, will be for next week when we return.
Whoa!
Let's see. What level is everyone now?
We are
14?
13 in parentheses 17 with the four mythics, but 13.
Yeah, 13.
13. All right. I'm going to give you guys... Ooh, no, I'm not going to... Oh, you know what? Because you have Lost Rill, I will give you guys another level.
Ooh, okay.
I know we've... But, however, just remember that any wounds that you have are still currently lingering, but I will give you guys another level. Mostly because, like I said, we lost the 6th player, so that is throwing things a little bit askew. Not overly, but I did notice a few of the damages are, like the kind of, okay, maybe I need to give him a little bit more. So, enjoy your level up, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to leave the chat open for you guys to do that. And if you guys want to, you can check that out later. But, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. I know that I did. We will return next week for hopefully the conclusion of this book and the battle with Rasputin. But until we meet again, guys, as always, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks!
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.